Not that hard. Usually I take like a Brillo pad or Scotch-Brite pad and kind of get in. And dirt finds crevices that you would never know were even there. The red clay stuff like that in Pennsylvania does not come off. So that makes it even harder. You know?
So what are the things you need to be able to clean your parts? So you said a Brillo pad.
You buy like a Brillo pad or a brush. And just kind of use a parts washer. Local Tractor Supply, I bought this one actually. And it works really well, you know. I mean, it's hard. When they're dirty, sometimes they're not necessarily oily, but like the clay, you can see the clay builds up in funny spots and dirt, and you don't want that getting in. So when we tear it apart, it's funny, this one, we washed it and pressure washed it and cleaned it off and everything. And when it's dry, the housing still looks dirty. I don't know why, but it always does. You know, like you can see on the bottom here, see all this dirt. I can wet that and scrub, and it won't take it all off. You know, and it's not that it's necessarily dirty, because that's a aluminum bristle brush. It'll take the paint off before it takes the dirt off. So it's not that it's...
Not a toothbrush?
Well, you can use a toothbrush. I've used a toothbrush before. Take Heather's best toothbrush out.
Oh, yeah, no.
The motorized one. And then you can run it along. No, we don't do that. Just like a cheap brush or something with some abrasion to it. As you can see here, like the rocks have cleaned the paint off the rear end. So sometimes when you look under a car or something, you'll be like, oh, that rear end's pretty beat up. It's actually not. I mean, this one's only got 2 seasons on it. So, but clean it up. Make sure everything's nice and clean. Because, you know, when you wear stuff, sometimes you have little shavings of aluminum or just dirt or grime, you know. These ones are noted, these DMIs seem to be noted. Everyone that I've had, the pinion seal leaks. So I'll take and buy a pinion seal that goes up here where the through shaft is, and put a new seal and a new bearing there. Or not a new bearing, but a new seal around this shaft here. And that's about it for these. You know, we take and check the ring and pinion for pitted, for, you know, the pitting stuff, but the rear end companies have really stepped their game up with the rear ends, you know, directions and all that. I mean, these are pretty foolproof. You take and fill it up until the oil runs out, you know, the little plugs. You can't overfill, you can't underfill it, you know, just make sure your car's level or whatever. So we just try and make sure to take care of that stuff, because when I bought this rear end new, it was $3,000, and we just bought Dad a new one, and it was pushing like $3,500. So stuff gets expensive, so you really want to take care of it, you know, unless you got a lot of money and 85 rear ends you want to buy. But we got 4, and that's too many. So, but yeah, it's just kind of general maintenance. This here was something I added. The vent tube broke off in shipping, so it just took a 90-degree fitting, a brake fitting, and ran a brake hose down. Works as the same purpose, I just wired it. So, but other than that, I mean, it's just kind of going through it, making sure everything spins all right, and dry it off, clean it up, put it back together. You know, then we know it's not like, wow, man, mid-January, I thought it needed a ring and pinion, but I didn't put one in, and third race in, you're leading and it breaks, because usually nothing breaks when you're running like crap. Usually it's when you're running really good. So we just go through this stuff, and it's really not that bad. You know, this is almost clean, and parts washer is what, maybe a couple $100. So you might have $250 in the whole ordeal, and do it that way. You know, and stuff's nice and clean. When you put it back together, it's good to go. So
you need a parts washer, aluminum bristle brush.
Yeah, aluminum, or this one's actually nylon. Just
okay.
Something that's with some grit, maybe just some things to scrub, you know.
Brillo pads and
Brillo pads, gloves.
Gloves.
Because this stuff will eat at your hands, make your hands feel tingly if you don't wear gloves.
Oh, that's not good.
You know, so that one's already got a hole in it.
Yep. Oh wow.
So I'll put another one on. But I mean, you can buy them right at the local Harbor Freight. Unfortunately, we don't have one of those around here. So we end up, Tractor Supply is usually our closest place. So we'll get stuff there. What's going on there? It's because I'm down a finger. A lot of people probably don't know that.
Probably not. It's for another video.
Yep. Don't play with wood splitters.
I was gonna go with the parts washer.
No, the parts washer won't eat you. But yeah, all this stuff makes a difference. You know, getting stuff cleaned, and once you assemble it, it goes that much smoother. You know, your hands aren't all dirty, and I hate when I come in from the shop and my hands are gross. So
when you wash them and you can't get the smell out.
yeah, clothes, everything. So it's nice to have stuff clean. You know, you can see I've actually pressure washed this car twice because I had an oil leak. So it was all oil and nasty. And you can see actually we've leaked some oil on the floor. So I need to clean that up. But try and keep everything in clean as neat as possible so it doesn't look like that front bumper right there.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pretty basic, but it's got to be done. Almost like being a janitor. You got to clean the bathroom. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll get this cleaned up and start getting ready to assemble it. Probably won't reassemble it tonight, but just another step in the process.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yes, please do. It's always good to have subscribers. That's what we've been gaining those. I think we have, what, 1,600 or something?
Yeah,
1,500. Our goal was to hit 2,000. We're not going to hit that, so unless we get some people clicking the subscribe button.
Mojo here.
So we'll keep working at it. Thanks for watching.